Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet. Hello, hello, I'm here. Good morning, everyone. It's so good to see you. Happy Monday. Kind of a crazy Monday. Not really that crazy. Hey, Alice, good morning. It's good to see you. Good to see you. See, you just had to do the "Oh, brother, where art thou?" And here I come. I am a woman. Hey, good morning, Valerie. Good morning, sweetheart. Let's see. Who else is here? Naomi. Naomi. She's got to get her coffee. And Alice is packaging up her stuff for the craft show this Saturday. Woo woo! That is awesome. Alice, I wish that we could, run over there to the sale and just kind of touch all your stuff and buy some stuff. That would be so much fun. That would be so much fun. Uh, Yay. Oh my goodness. Let's see. Woo woo. Good morning, Naomi. Good morning. And good morning to everyone. I took a moment to just kind of like flip up into the feed a little bit just to see the conversation. I didn't get very far. Oh, send us a pic wearing the new shirt. Yay. Absolutely. Hey, Roberta. Good morning. Good luck on your sale, Alice. That is what Roberta is saying. And absolutely, we all wish you very good luck on your sale. That sounds so exciting. I have my coffee in my cup. I didn't quite put enough creamer in it. I was conservative this morning. Still good, but not that great. Let's see. Ooh, Valerie's listing today's menu: corned beef hash, home fries, eggs, toast, juice, and coffee. I love that. Mm-hmm. You know it. You know it. I love it. I love it. We love hearing your menu, Valerie. Every day we want to know your menu. Mm-mm-mm. Yes. We're all yummy. Uh-huh. Hey, DR. How are you? DR Threads, Dr. Threads. Nice. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. So yesterday, my breakfast, what my husband made it, and it was scrambled eggs and toast and bacon. Yummy, yummy. That was good. And then the day before, Saturday, I made breakfast, and it was fried eggs, Swaggerty sausage. I love Swaggerty sausage. The patties are amazing. And I buy the box with the patties already pattied out. And they're layers. I buy it from Sam's. So, like, there's 6 patties on top. So I just pop them loose, put them in the pan frozen. They're thin enough, they cook really fast. So, easy peasy. That's my thing. That's my thing. So, let's see, fried eggs, sausage. Oh, I put some frozen biscuits in the oven. And um, then I opened up a can of sausage gravy, breakfast gravy. Because we had it. Otherwise, I would have made fresh, but we had it, so I opened that up. So we had biscuits and gravy, Swaggerty sausage, and fried eggs. So that was Saturday. Today, nothing, nada. I think today I'm going to get some cinnamon spice oatmeal. Ooh, your sister made you pea meal bacon? It's a Canadian thing, not quite like back bacon, but so yummy. Oh, is that what we in America call Canadian bacon? It's like little, uh, it's almost like ham. It's almost like little pieces of ham. Is that it? I don't know. That sounds really good. I know, Naomi. Me too. Me too. So I think this morning is going to be an oatmeal kind of a day with a cinnamon spice going on. So, hey, listen, if you haven't said hello, pop a good morning or good afternoon in there. Say hello to us, and we are going to start talking yarn. So, y'all, you know that my mother is the world's best at balling up yarns. So this was from before. Oh, hey, Robin, you're on the run. Okay, run, run, run. Today is a busy day for you then. All right, well, good morning to you, and I hope that you have a great day. I sure do. I sure do. So that was from before yesterday. So I have an account, an Audible account, okay? And I like to listen to murder mysteries, you know. Okay, Canadian bacon is back bacon. Pea-meal bacon is uniquely Canadian, not sold in the U.S. Interesting. Interesting. Huh. Well, now I want to try it. So next time I come to Canada, I'm going to ask for pea-meal bacon. Am I saying it right? Like pea, like the green peas? It's Peameal. Is it kind of like scrapple? Is it like almost like a sausage? Is it like mixed up, or is it just a slice? Is it a pure slice of whatever? I'm going to have to look that up because I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. Okay. Okay. Alice said yes. No, I love scrapple. I grew up on scrapple, and I do love a good scrapple. So I love the consistency of it. I love frying it up crisp. As long as I fry it up crisp, then I am happy, happy, happy. Yeah. Closer to a pork roast. Okay, gotcha. Nice. Nice. Well, I'm going to have to look it up and have a see. I want to look at it and see what it is. So that's awesome. That's awesome. So yeah, so I'm on Audible, and sometimes I go because, you know, I don't really get in the car a lot, and I don't listen to Audible in the house a whole lot, which I should, but I don't. I like to listen to it in the car, and I like to listen to it a lot of times when I'm alone in the car, because then I just yes to your pronounced no to scrapple. Got it. Okay, thanks, Alice. Thanks. So it's pea-meal, yes, but it's not like scrapple. It's more like a pork roast, which sounds really, really good. I know I would like it. Yeah. So, and especially if somebody, you know, made it. Goodness, your sister made it for you. Yeah, you're gonna like it. Thank you, sis. Yeah. And so anyway, I'm on Audible. I love, you know, I've got some homesteading books on there, and I have the rest of them are all cozy mysteries, you know, with a woman who knows how to solve a mystery. You know, I grew up loving Agatha Christie books. I grew up loving Murder, She Wrote. And so, hey, Wendy Bell, good morning. It is good to see you. Hope you're having a good day. And so, you know, I do love all those good cozy mysteries. And so I found, you know, one of my authors that I like to listen to is Laura Childs, Childs. And she's got a couple different series. So I'm listening to, yes, I love mystery movies and books. Definitely. Definitely. And so one of her series, Laura Childs, one of her series that I'm listening to is her tea shop mystery. And it has a main character whose name is Theodosius. And Theodosius owns a tea shop in Charleston, South Carolina. Me too, Alice. Me too. I used to read all the Nancy Drew books. Yes. In fact, I read all of them. I would go to the library and when I was a kid and I would pick up 10 books and I would take them to the counter. My dad would take me, and I remember one time distinctly the librarian said, "You're not going to read these," because I think I had 2 weeks to read them, right? And she was like, "Don't get so many books. You're not going to read all of them." And my dad piped in and he said, "Oh, yes, she will. Yes, she will." And he let me get them. So, and I did. I read them. It was like challenge accepted, you know. And the Hardy Boys, yes, yes. And so, anyway, so I have Audible. I've got Laura Childs on there. I'm listening to the Tea Shop mystery books. I noticed that my mom didn't have. Oh, you had all the books handed down. Nice, nice. Did you keep your books, Alice? Wouldn't that be something if you held on to your original books? Oh my gosh. Now, mostly I went through books so fast. I did a lot of library. Yeah. Yes, that's right, Roberta. That's right. Librarians these days would be like, yes, a kid that reads. I know. I know. Oh, good, good. So, anyway, I had a couple of her books on Audible, and I was listening to one um, on my way to Tennessee when I rode by myself, and I found that to be really, really good. That was such a good way to travel. It really was. Um, so it really made the trip enjoyable for me. I mean, I just, it was me and my book and the road, it was good. It was really good. So anyway, I realized that my mom didn't have any of her books, and she has the what do you call it? Like the National Center for the Blind, and as long as you are, partially blind or completely blind, then um, they will provide the machine and the books for free, and you have to fill out this sheet like once every quarter, I think it is, and do your wish list of your books, and then they send you what's available. So they keep, go down your list, and whatever the first one is available, they'll do that. And they think they send you like 3 at a time. Oh, you had crochet knitting mystery books from Annie's. Wow, that is amazing. So anyway, she's without books right now. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes, there's a little lull between books. So I noticed that, oh, good, you have that machine. Good. I'm so glad, Valerie. And so anyway, that, I noticed that she was without it. And so I offered to let her use my Audible and listen to one of the books that I had already purchased on there. And so, first she was like, no, that's okay. That's all right. Well, I set up my tablet in car mode. I downloaded a book. I set it up in car mode, and also made it so that it wouldn't rotate. I showed her, I made the book nice and big, and I showed her where where the play and pause button was. I showed her how to turn on the yes, Debbie Maycumber books. I do. I do. I do. In fact, I read the whole series of the Cedar Cove series. Yes, definitely. So, oh wow, that's awesome, Naomi. Naomi's getting ready to check out the ones from Annie's and see what she can find. And so, anyway, I set it up. Well, she enjoyed that book because it's a good book. And when you get the free books, you can't always pick and choose what you can get. And a lot of times they don't have, the good mysteries. They have the harder mysteries, not the cozy mysteries that don't have any, that don't have anything bad, the boop, 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 the three things that you're not supposed to talk about, right? And so, anyway, but these books by Laura Childs, they are very easy and comfortable and just, really good books to read. So she really enjoyed that. So I downloaded a second one yesterday, and so she's been enjoying that. Well, she was listening to the book, and I've been doing, my organization on my yarn, and I have I'll have a lot of it done. In fact, the piles are slowly shrinking. Okay, it's not as overwhelming. Oh, you can't see to read anymore. Oh, that's too bad that they don't have them on tape for you or on, that's too bad. So anyway, she was listening to a book, so I came across some, half skeins of yarn, and I was like, well, do I put them in the box? Some of them I did, and then yesterday I was like, I'm going to put some in here in a bag, and so I did, and ta-da, ta-da. So she is my baller. She likes to ball up yarn, and she does a really good job of it, and so she sits there and, balls up the yarn and listens to the book, and, she enjoys it. And I always tell her, there's no hurry, but she enjoys it so much that she gets it done like lickety split. So listen, if you're local and you have yarn that you need balled up, Mom will do it for you. She will. So yeah, that makes it nice because then I have scrap yarn balls, and that's kind of what I use for my scrap yarn projects. So that's good, for the bags that I make. And then also I have that blanket that I'm making. I know, Alice. Oh my goodness. I know, because she would just come in and she would just love going through your closets, and she'd have all kinds of ideas. You have a heap load for her. Oh my goodness. Yeah, just give her a comfy chair. Not a recliner. She's not a fan of recliners. They hurt her neck, but give her a comfy chair to sit in where her feet will fit the floor, and maybe some good mysteries on TV to watch, and she'll sit there and ball all that yarn up, and it'll be fun. It'll be fun. So anyway, that's what I had her do. I slept a lot this weekend. It was kind of a weird weekend for me. We went over to my mother-in-law's house and we boxed up all of the stuff, the leftover stuff. And my sweet sister-in-law, she has a mom, she has a mom at her school that, she is close to, and that mom, she had come, and lots of free audibles on YouTube. Nice. I gotta check that out. You know what? I have to check that out. That's interesting. Oh, and our internet has been so bad. I've been having troubles. So when I do my lives in the morning, I have to go on the network. I can't use my Wi-Fi because it's so bad, right? That's what you're doing right now, Roberta, balling small skeins so they don't tangle. That's nice. That's funny. And so, yeah. So tomorrow morning, the guy is coming, the technician. Hey, Lydia, good morning. Oh, okay. All right. I'll tell you about that yarn behind me. I will tell you all about what happened to it, and it's nothing bad. And oh yes, I know. I'm gonna tell her she's got lots of places she can visit. Oh yeah, just feed her, let her listen to a good book, and she will ball that yarn up for you. Oh yes, all the Sherlock Holmes, Poirot. I love, yes, I love Agatha Christie, and so does Mom. I mean, we have read all of her books multiple times. We have watched the movies multiple times, and even the series Poirot on I don't know, on one of those stations wherever they're playing it right now. You want to adopt my mom? Of course you can, Naomi. Of course. I'll let her know where she's going next week. She loves vacations, and she considers going somewhere on vacation. Definitely. Books, ball and yarn, eating food, resting, not having to do, the daily things. She loves a good break from real life. Definitely. So do I. Don't we all, right? So, anyway, yeah. So we love all those books. All those books are so good. So yeah, I'm really happy about, her balling up some yarn. I actually need to go through the rest of my bins as I'm doing it. Um, I'm actually having to spread out some of the colors into lights and darks and whatever. But yeah, it's good. It's a good thing. And so, to answer your question, all the yarn behind me, I have been putting them in totes. And I have totes that, so I have a yellow tote. I have an orange tote, which also includes peach, but I think I'm going to have to separate that out. But for right now, everything fits. And I haven't found, more orange and more peach that makes me have to split it. If I get any more of either color, I will have to split that box. Purple box is full to the gills, so if I find more purple, I am going to have to split it between the light purple and the dark purple. Greens are the same. I had to do teal in a different box because the greens were just like taking over. Blue is full to the top, so if I find more blue, I may have to change that out and separate light and dark. Pinks, the pink box is full, but I do have some mauve in there too. So anything that is a pink or a wine or a mauve, I have in there. I still have some of this down at the bottom. So this is, let's see, this is aubergine. So it is, aubergine is the name for eggplant. But this is not really, this is more, in my estimation, more a wine color. Can you see? It's more of a wine color. Sometimes on the screen it comes across as brown. It just depends on the lighting, but this, so I still have 3 skeins of that, but then I have more ones like that. So grays and blacks and whites and creams. So I have the 2 neutrals separated out. I have the browns with the grays and the blacks. And then I have the creams and the whites together just simply because of the numbers. Because I could have put the browns with the creams. It could have gone either way. So I just went with the box that had the most room. It's like 2 boxes of neutrals, and I may actually have to get a box just with brown, which would be fine. But that's the way it is. And if I have to do just a box with just black and grays, as I'm doing this, I do see more gray here. 4 of these, and another one of these, which is like, another charcoal gray, but I have 4 of these. So I'm not really, I'm not separating them out as far as the type of yarn, except for cotton, linen, bamboo. Those all are going in separate bins. And then the acrylic, and this is, you know, the superwash, um, you know, it's superwash wool. So I'm actually going to put this in the gray with the acrylics because it's not a cotton. So I'm going to put it in there, and I'm not going to get just a box for that, you know. So anyway, so I've got those. Um, oh yeah, see, I have more blues back there, more blues. So the blue box is full, full, full. So I don't know. But anyway, so I've got these in boxes. I First of all, this is good, except that it allows the yarn to get dusty. Like this one here. Oh my goodness, I mean, it's got so much dust. Can you see the dust? And so that's a problem, you know, that is a problem. When we move to Tennessee, I plan on keeping all of the colors in these boxes and then having permanent wooden shelves that are the perfect height for these so that I can just slide the boxes in. So they'll be in the boxes to protect um, from dust and you know, anything else. Um, but it's also see-through so that I can see what color they are. And I'm going to put them in the Roy G. Biv order. So, you know, I'll get used to how that goes. And then I'll have, after the Roy G. Biv, then I will have the neutral colors and then the variegateds and also cotton. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do the cotton. I do have smaller totes, shorter totes, which I may do for the cotton because you know, they're little balls of cotton. So you know, I can have those in more manageable sections, you know. So I think that I'm going to do that. Anyway, sorry for chatting so much. Let's see. Naomi says, I have a spare room and I love to cook, so I'll feed her and take good care of her. I know you would, Naomi. I know you would. Oh my goodness. And okay, so Mom, Naomi's going to keep you for a week. Roberta's going to keep you for a week. Hey, Lydia. And it's good to see you. And let's see, Valerie, we all take turns having your mom come visit all of us. Oh my goodness. Wendy says, we are supposed to go back into the 80s this week with nights in the 50s and 60s. Oh, ooh, yay. I love a good, cool night. I really do. Oh my goodness. I mean, you know, growing up, you know, the nights were usually cooler. But here in Florida, the nights, a lot of times, especially in the summer, they don't get cool enough. They just get cool enough so that the AC doesn't kick on. And so then you're like sweltering, you know? I mean, you could open the window at night, but it's so humid. Oh, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. So my coffee is about half gone. It's keeping warm on this nice warming tray, warming little coffee warmer, coffee mug warmer. And thanks to Valerie. And so tell me what's in your cup. And I know several of you, I know you've got big coffees. You probably already finished them. And let me see, Roberta might have ice water. I'm kind of guessing, Roberta. Let's see. You know what, Roberta, we're gonna have to go over and check out your channel. She's got a video of her gnomes. That is nice. Oh, you pronounce it mauve? Mauve. Yeah, I kind of thought that. Mauve. You have some mauve, and you're going to set it next to your vase. I know. To me, it looked like red. Okay, yeah, Lydia, I know. On these screens, it, you know, through the miles, the colors can sometimes change a little bit. They can. Yes. Mauve. M-A-U-V-E. So we say mauve, but I can get it. I get it. I've heard it pronounced mauve. You have that kind of a, British tendency. Yes, we do. We put our own spin on names. Yes. Oh, I know. Roberta says, I just feel lucky if I have all the skeins of the same color in the same place. Yes. Yes. Oh, and Lydia says she's allergic to dust. She keeps her yarn in a tote box in the clear kind so you don't have any problems with your allergies. I'm seeing that. Yeah, I am. I I realize that now. That you know, it's just it's a place where dust can collect, and so I'm liking this tote. So it's helping me in preparation of the move, but it's also helping me here so that I can actually see what I've got. The totes you can pull out, you can look around, you can look through the top, you can see the different colors that you've got. And I plan on doing like a wooden shelf, and then you just set your tote, and then another wooden shelf, and you can just set your tote. So that way it's just a single layer of totes. I have the totes. I know how high. When we do the shelving, we can measure it so that it goes so high. And so I'm looking forward to that. So that'll be some good organization in the new place. And also it's allowing me, because I had a cart that I used to use when I was next door, and I would do my lives. I'm itching now because I have fiber floating all around my face. So I'm like, ah! So yeah, that fiber and the dust and everything, it's starting to float a little bit, so I need to let it settle. So I had a cart, and it was the kind of cart, it had 3 levels to it. And so when I did my lives next door on the porch, I had like at the top is where I would put my my laptop, because at that time I didn't have 1,000 viewers at the very beginning, and so I wasn't allowed to go live on my phone. I had to use a computer. So I had my laptop, and at first, right? And so I would set that on top, and then on the next 2 levels, I would have whatever project I was working on that I wanted to talk about. And, the different books that I wanted to talk about, and blah, 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 all that good stuff, right? So, anyway, since we've moved here, it's in the closet. We have a walk-in closet. And so the walk-in closet door is open, and I've just parked it right in there. Well, that's fine, except it was right there in the door. So a lot of times, I had a box that had yarn in it. It got put in there. I had, and that was from when Lori and I did our yarn crawl, and we went all these different places and went shopping for yarn. That yarn was in there, and that was like a year ago, right? And so it was in that box, and never got put away because there was no room at the time. And so, it just kept accumulating. So every time we wanted to get into the closet, I'm telling you all my secrets, right? Anytime we wanted to get into the closet, we had to roll that cart out, go into the closet, get whatever we needed, and then roll the cart back in. Well, as it got piled higher and higher, it was really precarious. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. So I cleared the top off, got the yarn out of the boxes, put it where it belonged, and I had some 5-weight variegated yarn, which was really pretty. It was pinks and oranges, and it was pretty yarn. So I put that in with my Premier puzzle yarn, because the puzzle yarn is the 5-weight yarn, and this was a true 5-weight yarn that I had. It was some yarn that I had gotten from Ollie's. I'm pretty sure it was Ollie's that I got it, because I wouldn't normally have bought that yarn, but it was a good price. It was on sale, and I bought it. So as I'm doing this, it's also allowing me to see how much yarn I have. So I'm looking, in my red box, I have 3 skeins of red. 2 of them are the Big Twist from Joanne. One of them is from Hobby Lobby. It's the I Love This yarn. And that's it. So I can see where I have a lot of yarn, the colors that I've gravitated towards, and then I can see where I don't have so much yarn. So it's really allowing me to get a feel for exactly what kind of yarn I have. When I had it stuck in here, at first I had it nice and neat, but then, you know, as you move and you like, oh, let me try this, blah, 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 and then, you know, you'd start something, then you'd be like, no, I'm not feeling it. Put that yarn over here. Like right in front of me here, I have, oh, look at this. I should have given this to Mom to ball up. So I'm going to start a new balling up bag. And or I think I'll move all of them into this big bag and then give her this bag to ball up. Yeah, so, you know, it's, oh my, oh me, oh my. Some of this yarn is like all twisted up together. This is my table right now, okay? So, I mean, just look, it's just crazy. So anyway, I got the top of that fixed. I feel good about it, of the cart. I feel really good about that cart. I was actually able to take my milk crate that has all cotton and set that on the top and give it a place to stay for right now until I sort out my cotton. So this is my plan. At first, when I first started doing it, I was starting to regret because there was just stuff everywhere. It was, you know how when you clean out your closet, how you start pulling things out and then you look and you're like, oh my gosh, I just made things worse. And you're like looking around like, do I regret my decision? I'm too far in right now. I've pulled everything out. But then once you start organizing it and once you start putting things where they belong, then you start getting that sense of relief. And so I'm starting to get the sense of relief right now just because the organization is starting. When we get to the new house, I will use this, I will use it. And I think what I'll do is use it for seasonal display with some seasonal color yarn. You know, and put a few skeins. So, you know, for Christmas, we'll do some red and green. We'll do some Christmas, Christmassy, you know, projects that are out because, you know, we all have things that we've made that was Christmassy. You know, these little pumpkin guys, you know, for fall, the cornucopias and all the neat ideas that we came up with on Friday. And so anyway, I'll use that for the projects and things. And then, you know, and for little decorations or, you know, I can hang some, oh, what do you call it? When you have like the little flags and the little garland, you know, or garland or bunting, that kind of a thing, you know, seasonal, I can do that. And so anyway, that'll be nice. And I can change it up every now and then so that you don't have to look at the same thing all the time. But it'll just give it a nice, you know, a nice area of the studios. So anyway, because I plan on sitting in a comfy chair when I'm chatting with you and then having my table somewhere else in the room, my work table, because I need to be able to keep my work table cleared off. So I'm hoping that starting with these right now will help the move, make the move easier. It will help make the organization easier, because we'll already be set up like that. So I do have some boxes that don't match. I have a couple boxes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that don't exactly match, but that's okay. And those can go on the bottom, on the floor, right underneath all the shelving. And some of them can be used for holding other things too. And these, when I set them up, what I want to do also is put all of my books, my crochet books here, so that they are visible, they're handy. I just really like that. I really like that idea too. So when I set these up, I'm not going to do it right now, but when I set these up in Tennessee, I am going to get some either clear or white zip ties. That was my cousin Lori's idea. And actually zip tie these together so there won't be any falling, there won't be any falling apart. If these things come off right now, if these do, then the whole thing can collapse. So it's very sturdy in there, and it doesn't just willy-nilly fall apart. But if you knock into it, if you fall into it, if you knock something into it, there's a possibility that it could. So that's all that. That was a long story, and I'm gonna stick to it. Ooh, Wendy says it's only reached 71 with 50s and 60s. Oh, nice. Wendy has coffee and a water. Good. Okay. And Naomi, did I answer your question? Okay. Roberta has electrolytes in water. Naomi has coffee. Oh, Lydia's drinking a Pepsi and working on a crochet baby blanket for a coworker. Nice. And Alice is ready for her second cup of coffee. Mauve is red and blue with a touch of brown. Oh, thanks, Alice. Hit the like reminder. And your cubbies have doors, Wendy. That is the best way. It really is. Yeah. And yes, ma'am, Alice. I almost forgot. And I know we do. Now that Lori has her kittens, it's harder. We can do a day thing. Ooh, Karen. Hey, good morning, Karen. Karen is drinking Diet Coke in a can. I love that, especially if it's nice and cold. You get a nice icy cold can of Coke. I drank one last night, drinking it out of the can. It is like refreshing, very refreshing. Woo woo. Everybody's saying hi to Karen. Lydia says, when I get projects done, I have them in a clear storage box and Ziploc bags. Yes. And I have a tote. It's a larger tote right now that has completed projects, and it is full to the gills. So I am going to, there's another one that matches that one. So I am going to take things out of that one because I do see it's got like a mismatch of different things. And I'm going to use that one as my completed objects tote as well. Good morning, Tara. Hi. And Tara's in the house. Yes, she is. How are you doing today? Oh, you've been up. You just didn't see me come on. You know, last night I forgot to set up this thumbnail and set up the time and everything until this morning. And then I woke up and it was 8 o'clock. So I was like, oh, yes, that is right. Yes, I hope so, Roberta. I hope that happens that fast. And okay, Tara says she's still the same. Sadly, she's hoping to be up by her birthday. It's on the 18th, August 18th. And so you hope to be up and walking by then. Well, we hope that you're up and walking by then too. Definitely, definitely. It's been a long road for you. Tara had an infection in her leg, and it almost took her leg and her foot, or part of her leg. So we're glad that she still has her leg and her foot, and she's still recovering. But one day at a time, right, Tara? Yes, one day at a time. It doesn't make it easier, but yeah. Hey, Linda Davidson, it is nice to see you. Good morning. Good morning. Yes. Roberta says, Tara, we're still sending good vibes. Just don't push. Yeah. And we are. Ooh, Linda is drinking coffee and working on dish rags. Yay. And soap bags. That's awesome. That is awesome. Wow. And Tara says she's currently frogging a very fuzzy yarn. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Oh, and Valerie puts her completed projects in one of those bags that you suck the air out with the vacuum cleaner. That's nice. That's nice. Ah, and Alice is singing the Boots Are Made for Walking just for Tara. Yes, yes. We are going to pray and good vibe her to walking very soon. Definitely. Definitely. All right. So what's on your hook? I did not crochet at all this weekend. Um, did not crochet at all. Saturday, we boxed up the rest of the things. My husband and my sister-in-law's husband, they loaded up the truck, and the pickup truck, and they both went to thrift stores, and I think they went to the Key Training Center store, which is a store for special needs. It's the Key Center here in Florida is for special needs and Down syndrome people. It is a village where they can live and learn and learn skills. And so depending on their abilities, they can live in a community. They can live in group homes. They can have independence as they can, There are also homes in a couple of the little cities within our county, and within walking distance of Wendy's or those different kinds of places, so that they can learn skills and work as they're able. Anyway, it's a really nice program, and so they have a thrift store, and so people donate, and that way, that's one of the ways that they fund this. So anyway, it's just a really nice place. And then there's also the Path, which is a mission. It's a homeless mission store, and that helps fund their ministry. So, anyway, we donate to different places. So that's what they did Saturday. Got rid of almost all of it. Got rid of everything that that didn't have a home or a place to go. We had several boxes of items to donate to a local church, and they always have what they call a Christmas store for the children. And so the children they set it up on, like, it's almost like yard sale tables, right, in the fellowship hall. And then they'll have the kids go in, and the kids can go and they can shop and for Christmas. And then it's something that the women's ministry sponsors. And then they have tables where they help the children wrap those gifts so the kids can shop for their family. It's a way for them to get something for mom, for dad, for grandma, grandpa, for their siblings, for any family member. They're not limited. And so they can get items, and then they take them over and they wrap them. So then they have surprise gifts to give to their family. And so these are, gently used yard sale item gifts. And a lot of times things like even, costume jewelry that's never been worn, different things like that, kitchen items, just mugs that say, I love you, mom, I love you, dad, that kind of a thing. And these children just love being able to, choose a gift for their family member and wrap it up. The ladies will help put the name on it, who it's to, who it's from, and then they put it in a little bag or a box, depending on what it is. And the children can take it home at Christmas and put it under the tree. So we've got some things for that, and some things that will really appeal to the children. And so anyway, that's fun. So we sent some things over there. Well, then when we came home, I just went and crawled in bed. Oh, thank you, Alice, for that link. Thank you for the link. I appreciate it. You are rocking and rolling here. There's some things going on in the background. Listen, if you are watching later, not live, there is a link that you can, there is one of the little buttons that you can push that says live chat. And if you click that, you can see the live chat that has happened while we are on live. And that way you can see the different, the different conversations that were going on in the background. So anyway, it's always good. Yay. Okay, Roberta says her high school did that, and each club had a booth. It was a main fundraising for the clubs. Nice, nice. Yeah. Hey, left is right. Crochet with Sandy. Yay. Good morning, Sandy. Good morning. I did. I liked that idea. And the children didn't have to pay for anything. So it wasn't really like they were shopping, but they were shopping, you know. And it's a really sweet idea. I really like that. Hey, Gloria. Good morning. You just kind of popped in late. Well, we're glad you're here. Definitely glad you're here. And everybody's saying good morning to everyone. That is so awesome. I love it when you pop in late because that means that you popped in, and that's awesome. Yay. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee. Yep, everybody's saying hello. So that's my story on where I'm at with the organization. I started working on this table, and I did get some organized. But then, like, just now, you know, here I went and piled these bags of yarn balls on there. And so anyway, let's see. I love the Christmas mini mall idea. Yes, yes. And the children don't have to pay. And it is, isn't it? I just thought that was really wonderful. I thought that that was really wonderful. And I love it that the ladies are at a separate table with tape and wrapping paper and labels so that they're ready to help the kids. Ah, your name is Awanda. I love that. Awanda. I think that I have a cousin named Awanda. I do. She's in Maryland. Yeah. I love it. I love it. I don't think I've seen her since I was little. So anyway, but it's really good to see you. Looking for someone's idea that give me ideas for my mandalas I'm working on. Okay, Gloria, what kind of ideas do you need for your mandalas? Color ways or where to find a good mandala? Interesting. We'll be glad to have a chat with you. Yeah, oh, Lydia, yes. You know, it's just something, yes, we'll try to remember. Awanda, definitely. Oh, Alice, home slice, you have a mind like a steel trap. So if you can't remember it, then we're all in trouble. We are. So we're going to count on you. Oh, I do. I love that name. So, yes, because I have some cousins, Leota, Awanda. Oh, let's see, Gloria. Oh, you're on round 34 and you lost your pattern. Oh, so you're on your own. Do you know where you got your pattern? Oh, Valerie says it would look good on a dream catcher. Yeah, it would. It would. Do you have any idea? You know what? If you would take a picture of your mandala and post it on our Facebook group and ask, is this mandala familiar to anyone? Can you help me find the name of it or the pattern for it? And we have so many sleuths in our group, and they will look at that mandala and see if it rings a bell and if they can find the pattern for you. Um, yeah, it sounds like she's trying to figure out what to do next on her mandala, but if we can help her find her original pattern, that would be good too. Yep. Look in your downloaded history. Yes, if she downloaded it, she may have purchased. I'm making a lot of noise here. Sorry. I tried to rest my foot on something and nope. See, I've got boxes and things down here, and my legs are feeling cramped, which is another thing too. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6 of the milk crates full of stuff down here under the table. So I've got to go through those too. And some of those have yarn in them. Oh yeah, there's yarn down there. Oh, Gloria, yay. You love watching. It's how you learn. Yes, and we're the Miss Marples of crochet. That is right. You are right, Alice. Oh, the person stopped videoing and disappeared. Oh, that's too bad. That's too bad. Darn. Don't you hate when that happens? Yeah, I hate when that happens. Oh, thank you, Awanda. Oh, therapy in arts and crafts is healing. Yes. And thank you for helping. Thank you for your kind comments. She says, Barb, you are wonderful. God bless you on your mission to help others. I was in private practice as a clinical psychologist for over 30 years. That is a tough job to do. Definitely, Awanda. That is a tough job to do. But you know what? I'm just here to be open and transparent. And I'm not a professional, but I am a crocheter. And I love crocheting. And I love sharing my life with others and being open and transparent as much as I can with, you know, the good times, the struggles. And I've shared lots of struggles with you. I've cried on the screen with you. And you guys have always been so kind and so uplifting and so positive and so supportive. I just have never expected that much support and kindness. And, you know, when I decided to go on YouTube, all of my coworkers, my friends and everything, they were like, you know, be prepared to get tough skin because they're tough out there. You know, don't read the comments, don't do this, don't do that, because, you know, people can be cruel. But thankfully, you know, it's been a good experience here, and it's all because of you, my sweet subscribers and viewers. And so you know, you bless me. Definitely. Oh yes. Oh, okay. Thank you, Gloria. This is how you found me, looking for a new teacher. That's nice. Lydia says she's the only one in her family who knows how to crochet. Wow. So you have the gift. You are probably the only one who understands crochet too, because I've noticed that other people, they either get it and get the glorious wonderfulness of crochet, or they don't. They either look down on it or they see it as something kind of magical, you know. Two ends of the spectrum as far as respecting crochet. We are kind of lucky right now because there is a trend for crochet out there, not only in you know, wearables, but also in you know, toys, amigurumi, and that kind of a thing too. Seeing you know, stars on TV like the This Is Us mom wearing a granny square you know, coat in that one episode. That right there, I mean, on my Facebook feeds and everything, I saw lots of, here's a picture, look at this, I want to make this. Is there a pattern? Blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden here comes all the patterns for that kind of a thing. It's amazing. It's amazing how much respect the granny square has gotten, right? And I've always loved a granny square. My friend Renee, her grandma, one time we went to her grandma's house, and her grandma had one of the old fashioned granny square blankets that had the black border around each one. So it was almost like a window pane kind of, and each granny square was bright colors. It was wonderful. I thought it was so beautiful. I remember as a child being jealous because her grandma had that blanket, and I wanted that blanket. That was before I even, really started crocheting. And then when I started crocheting, granny square was one of the first things that I made. However, I did not realize that I could make that blanket. It didn't even occur to me that I could make that blanket. I mean, I was a kid. I had one skein of yarn, maybe two. And the hook that I had was really small. It was like an F hook or something like that, right? And I was a tight crocheter, so everything I crocheted was like micro because I hadn't got my my tension down right. I was using a really tight hook, and so everything came out really tight. So there was no, especially at first, right? There was no making a blanket. It would have taken me 10 years to make a blanket with that tight stitch. So, just the standard, learning process, whatever. And now it's like making a granny square is nothing. Now putting them together, that's another story because, sometimes we just putting them together is a struggle, right? So. I love it that my coffee stays warm. Oh, thank you, Awanda. Thank you. You are so sweet. You are so sweet. Oh, and Alice has to run. Oh, she's not really going to run, but she's going to go away. Well, we're going to miss you, Alice. We've gone over the hour, so I understand. We will see you on Wednesday. Have a great day, Alice. Much love to you. Oh, thank you, Gloria. Thank you. Thank you. We try to stay positive on here. So definitely. Now there are days. Oh, Valerie, we all are supporting each other. And that's what we need. We need community. We need people. And so I am so happy about that. Oh, Roberta, I think, that is a challenge, and I don't know how I would handle something except to block and ignore. But, I've heard stories, so yeah. Friends are the best therapists. That is for sure. You have. Roberta says she respects granny squares, but she just has a bad relationship with them. Oh, and Gloria says for her first lesson, she went crazy on squares, and now you have a tote full. Best practice you've ever done. Nice. That is wonderful. I love that. And Gloria, with those granny squares, you can make anything. You can make a blanket. You can make a bag, like a purse. You can make a tote bag. You can even make a hat. You can make a scarf. Just sew them end to end and then do a border until you get the proper width. Whatever you determine the proper width to be. You can do a cowl. You can do a belt. You can do a sweater. You can do anything with those squares. I mean, those squares are so versatile. They're just like little building blocks, and I love it. I love it. I do. Yes. Bye, Naomi. Have a great day. Oh, you did. Roberta says, speaking of squares, I have one done for you. Just need to get an envelope for yours. So, guys, if you're not familiar, I am. I'm gonna have to do a separate video just explaining the granny square idea. So Valerie was so sweet. Last Monday, I think, a week ago, she she had mentioned that wouldn't it be nice if everybody did a granny square for me, and then I could put them together, and then I could have a blanket with everybody's granny squares. And so we decided to come up with, oh, you did it while the AC was out. Woo woo. Yeah, a nice little project, small enough project while the AC was out that it wasn't like touching you and making you warm, overly warm. And so anyway, it was decided that if you wanted, that you can make a granny square, and it could be any kind. This is just a typical traditional granny square, one color, which I made just as a mock-up to see about size. So it's 5 rows in size, and I measured it in 7 inches by 7 inches. So anyway, that was the idea. If it's close to the 7 inches, then oh yeah, you could even, that's right, Karen, you could even make a jacket out of it. Isn't that nice? I love granny squares for that very reason. So anyway, my address is down below, and so if you would like to send a granny square, you are welcome to. You don't have to. There's no obligation. And it can be any kind of granny square. It can be a solid, it can have a design, it can just be a standard, it can have all different colors. There's no rules on the color or the design, anything. As long as it's close to a 7 by 7, I can make it work. And then I'm going to sew them all together, and or actually I'm going to crochet them together, and that way we're not having to sew. Crochet them together, and I can't wait, because I'm gonna just stack up some, and then we'll open them all at once as they come in, and so that's gonna be really fun. And by then I will have this table cleared off. I'm gonna just set up the camera so that you can see the table, and we'll lay them out, and we'll just play with them. And hey, Catherine Lyons, good morning. Let's see, did anyone here ever watch A New Crochet Design? Does anyone know where she went? Oh, no. I think I have seen that name, but no. So she's off the air. That's too bad. Did she shut down her channel, the whole channel, or did she just not come back? Yeah. And with this, a lot of times people's lives will get really busy or get stressful, or, life will happen, life events will happen, and then you don't see them for a while. So A New Crochet, yeah. I don't know. Did she do a lot of clothing? Oh, she hasn't posted in 6 months. Okay. Yeah. And that's the thing, something may have happened. Yeah, you just never know. You could reach out to her and just let her know that you miss her. That might be nice. She did wearables. I thought maybe she did. Yeah. Oh, Lydia doesn't know how to crochet a granny square. Okay. Gloria says Anu is taking a break. She watched her a lot. Okay, so now we know that Anu is taking a break. Lydia, there's a lot of different crochet granny square patterns out there, and they're kind of fun. And so you could try doing like a standard granny square. Um, so even something like this, which is one color, a lot of times what we'll do is like one color here, the next row is one color, and then the next row is another color. And, you know, it's kind of fun. Um, Sometimes with the ones that are framed in black, it'll be 3 colors. And I know, typos, right? Oh, she was ill and didn't. Yeah, yeah. So I made my sweet sister-in-law a um, a purse, and I had purse handles that I bought, and they were really pretty. They were they were wooden, and then they had like connectors there, or was it a loop? I think it was a loop. And so I made a granny square purse for her in her favorite colors, and the inside was like a flower, so it had one color, and then it was green, and then red, because red is her favorite color. So the background was red, but then it had like little flowers, little colors of flowers with green around it. So it kind of looked like flowers with green leaves and then the red background. It was really, really pretty. And I did a lining in it, but I did an awful sewing lining, and it was not pretty. It was not pretty. But anyway, um, oh, you tried mailing and no response. Yeah, you really loved her tutorials. Yeah. Well, and here's the thing, you know, you just don't know, depending on what's going on. And sometimes people don't have someone that can come on and explain, like Melanie Ham, you know, she kind of chronicled a little bit of her illness, and then her husband made an announcement, you know. But if you don't have someone to do that for you, you know, yeah, yes, yes, I understand, Tara, I do. Um, well, hey, Crystal's Crochet Cubbyhole, good morning. It is good to see you. Yeah, it's good to see you. So, Wednesday, Wednesday is going to be a crazy day. I am not sure what's happening. My husband is putting his truck in the shop tomorrow, and you know, we're down to 2 vehicles. There's a pickup truck that is very old, 22 years old, and then and it doesn't have AC, and so we're putting it in the shop tomorrow to kind of get it checked out and see how much an AC. It might just need to be repaired, but it might need to be replaced. We're not sure. So, you know, because with him having the head-on collision and that car being completely totaled, you know, we had just bought it back last September, so we got a little bit of money out of it, and they're subrogating against the other company, but yeah, yeah. Roberta, you're not the hard-hearted one of the group. You are not hard-hearted. You just put a hard shell around you to protect that soft, mushy heart of yours. So we know the truth, Roberta. So, okay, Tara says, good news on my end with our future home. Matt has put a ton of work in, and you set your home site and you got the pond bigger and ready. Wow, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. You're going to have a pond. That is wonderful. Your ducks will love it. Do you have geese? I think you have ducks, but I'm not sure if you have geese, but they will love it. Wow. Wowie. Are you going to stock it with fish? That would be fun. That would be super fun to have a stocked pond with fish. I would love that. Wow. I definitely would love that. So listen, everyone, we are an hour and 15 minutes in. I need to run, and I hope that you have a great Monday. I hope that it's a good day, a good start to the week. And so, as usual, stay safe, be kind, and get hooking. Tara says no ducks yet, but they will be on the pond once we're there. Awesome. And have a great day and much love to everyone. I will see you on Wednesday.